Well, hello, Rebecca Elliott.
Welcome, Kirsty Hudson.
And welcome, people, to Don't Laugh But.
Yes, indeed. We are back again.
Oh, second week. Excited to be here. I almost went Don't Laugh But unprecedented and uncut. But this is not...
No.
I mean, we are unprecedented.
This is just regular Don't Laugh But.
Yeah,
Just
but
run-of-the-mill, bog standard. The standard of a bog.
can't we just have a little bit of precedented...
Why did you voice a little bit of... Yeah, no, it could be
A
unprecedented.
little bit unprecedented.
Yeah.
A little bit precedented. There's
Precedented.
Precedented.
Yeah. It's a good start.
That one.
You've entered the sanitized and disinfected twatmosphere of Don't Laugh But. Please thoroughly wash your hands and thoughts on the way out.
Welcome, people.
Welcome to Don't Laugh But. Hello, how are you this fine but chilly and rather grey Thursday?
You're asking me or the people?
I'm asking everyone.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm pretty chipper. I've got my crevice of curiosity ready.
Oh,
Whenever you want to delve into that.
Oh, I just think we just need to build up to delving into that.
Well, I
crevice.
may have,
I mean, you've
peaked a
just
bit too soon there.
come too
Sorry
early
about
there.
that. Sorry.
That's all right. It's exciting. It's exciting. I've decided.
Well, I mean, again with the microphone. So your thing there, your little spittle guard, it's about a mile away from the mic. Bend it in, darling. Bend it in.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Look at that.
Look, technology.
Skills.
Oh, I bet my voice sounds really good now. I've decided I'm a really good boss. Well, I've got a cleaner.
You think right? You're her boss. Are we the cleaner's boss?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I pay her.
Yeah.
What constitutes a boss?
Well, I have a gardener. Window cleaners and cleaners.
I
Staff, darling. They're staff.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm born to have staff. However,
okay.
I'm born to have staff. Mm-hmm. But I just realised I don't remember the last time my daughter had a shower.
No.
So I'm really good at staff, not so good at parenting.
Yeah, not really the boss of your kids.
Really not.
No, I'm with you there.
And she did say a funny thing last night. My daughter, she's all like, because we got her a television for her birthday, which I think is a really bad parenting move. I'm not saying
terrible parenting
it's
move.
terrible, but
what were you thinking?
Well, it's great because I go, if you want to have half an hour before bed, with your telly, you need to go up now.
Right. I mean, it's lazy parenting, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So I can't tell you how important lazy parenting is.
Yeah.
Like
it is important for self-preservation.
Like everyone needs to take it on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't work too hard at being a parent because you're only going to fail. Our kids, I did have a realisation the other night. Our kids are generally going to be okay.
Yeah, they'll all be fine.
So basically. I think whatever you do, like I've looked at parents in the past and gone, but their kids are fine.
Yeah, but what about the parents of kids who are in prison? And they were like, well, mine didn't turn out okay. I thought they'd be all right in the end.
I do worry about my children going to prison.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to.
Oh, let's hope not.
I'm not going to report them.
No, okay. Anyway, see now I started worrying. I'll be there. I got in my head going, oh, what if they end up in prison? That'd be my nighttime worry tonight.
Oh.
But what I was going to say with that is,
hang on, you had a thing about Lenny.
Oh yeah, so this is the thing. So I've got television in the bed, and I said, okay, it's time to turn it off and go to sleep now. And she went, oh, that's not fair. I said, why? She said, because I just want to watch the end of the show. And I'm like, we all can't have life goals to watch television in life. I mean, that is one of my life goals, to watch more television. And she said, but I just want to watch the end of the show. I said, you have to wait till tomorrow. She went, oh, I can't watch it because I've got to go to bitching school tomorrow. And the irony is she loves school. Bitchin' school. She loves school. Just going today. And I'm like, really, is it school? But she went, I was just a bit cross last night. She went to sleep fine. But I liked her that she was so passionate about school.
Bitchin' school.
Taking her television rights away, mate. Oh.
Now, kids' achievements. And, I do get a little bit annoyed with the parents who broadcast their kids. No, don't be pointing at me because I just let you talk. Go on then.
It's called something. It's called sharenting.
Oh.
Yeah, parents who put stuff on Facebook and social media.
I think it's more shaming-ting. That doesn't work.
No.
What it is it's shaming the other parents.
Yeah.
So when the school reports come out, for instance, the parents who go on there and go like, oh my God, little Johnny just totally nailed it. He's amazing and he's got like a 1 in all these subjects. And I'm like, well, the parents who don't have that kid are going to feel... Anyway, but I am going to show off about Benji's achievement.
Oh.
Benji, my 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Right. He was very proud that he finally, after months of trying, has managed to eat a Chupa Chup lolly, right, without biting it.
Oh.
Just by licking. He achieved this last night.
Oh,
danced
that's
around the
skills.
kitchen, going, I didn't bite it. You know, so I am going to show off about that.
I mean, these are the things
That's the level my kids are at, and I'm proud of them.
These are things we should be proud of, though. You know, these are
Have you ever eaten a Chubba Chub lolly without biting it?
Never.
Just licked it?
I mean, how long did it take him? I mean, the questions.
It took a long time, you know. There was a lot of effort involved.
Where did he store said Chubba Chub lorry?
No, it was in his mouth the whole time.
I said lorry, not lorry. I'm
I'm going to skip past
so
that.
sorry.
I'm going to skip past
Lolly, so he kept it. So this is all in one sitting.
It was about 45 minutes work, you know.
I had assumed he put it away.
When there was a little bit left,
it.
you know, he was like, I'm so tempted to bite it, Mummy. But he didn't, you know. God love him. That's the kind of can-do attitude that I employ in my children.
I love it. You know, because I've been thinking about you this week.
Have you?
Yeah, I think
Sorry
about
about
you. I think about you all the time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just laying there. What else
You
you
told me
doing?
you haven't been sleeping. Is it because...
Because I'm thinking about you too much.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, and I'm thinking about you, and I was thinking we won Sarah Lily show the other night, weren't we, on Saturday?
BBC Radio Suffolk.
BBC Radio
Oh,
Suffolk.
yeah, look at us, Radio Suffolk. I mean, I have been on radio too. I don't know if I've mentioned that.
It is. No, what? Was it Claire Balding?
But I'm happy to step it down when I'm with you, you know. When I'm with Kirst, Radio
know.
Suffolk's about our level.
I know.
I'm on my own. Radio 2, maybe 4.
I was going to put it on Facebook on our thing, and then I saw that loads of comedic friends who I've booked a comedy market gig with stuff, and they're doing like Jonathan Ross's like TV show, and I thought, I won't put that on. Yay!
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good fun thing to do.
We love Sarah Lily. Come on.
And I love it. And anyway, but I was thinking so when I FaceTimed you to talk about it, you had like a whole rock and roll guitar and was singing a song and looking all kind of cool. And I was like, that's Rebecca Elliott. And then the other day
I didn't just pick up the guitar because you were phoning.
Yeah, you
Quick,
did.
Look cool, Kirst's ringing.
And then the other day you tried to kill the whole school by sending your son in with a peanut butter sandwich.
Well, I was going to put that in awkward corner at the end.
Come to it.
Can I slip you? You picked early.
Yeah, but I liked it. I think that is awkward.
Well, I think we've got to move on to the awkward corner, yeah. The first rule of primary school is you do not take peanuts in, okay? The second rule is you do not take peanuts in.
It's like taking a gun in.
It is.
You're literally taking
There are several children in there who will see a peanut and just drop down dead, as I understand it. And I know that. What I did, Kirst, is I forgot that peanut butter had peanuts in it. I hadn't put the two together. So I thought, I didn't put a peanut in there.
Yeah.
I put peanut butter in there.
Yeah, which peanut butter.
And it made him cry because apparently, I don't know if they have teachers on duty just sniffing.
Oh, they are.
But a teacher sniffed the peanut butter from half a mile away, went over to him and just
ow.
He started crying. And then they're just like, just eat it quickly. Just shoveling this. And you know how dry it is. It would have been hard to masticate. You know,
that's all.
It's hard to summon the saliva.
Was it smooth peanut butter?
No, crunchy.
Oh, God. I mean, in a way, it's better there was crunch because the crunch does alleviate some of the stickiness.
Maybe.
Smooth peanut butter is so...
It's clawing, isn't it?
I mean, my brother-in-law said it's akin to kissing your sister.
Yeah,
It feels good, but it's wrong. You might have to cut that out.
No, not cut that out. That's... Wow. Okay, I'm going to skip past that. That's beautiful.
That's it. I got a lot of
Hang on,
rants.
we're talking about... Oh, you're ranting now.
Oh, I've got a little rant for you.
Oh, go on then.
Going back to school.
Speak into the mic.
Sorry, I just had to look at the pool table and start ranting to the pool table.
At the pool table.
I mean, it's a bit like talking to you sometimes anyway.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Personality of a pool table.
Rebecca Elliott, personality of a pool table. I
It's
like
kind
that.
of flat.
Anyway, yes, it's very flat.
Yeah, and a
It's
lot of
solid.
balls.
A lot. I'm getting lots of notifications. My phone's lighting up.
Turn them off. You're doing a podcast.
I'm dribbling as well because I'm eating a sweet and I'm struggling with the dribble with the sweet eating.
Ben's can help you out with that. Give you some tips.
Just keep sucking, Kirsty.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be a metaphor for my life.
Just keep
Just
sucking.
keep sucking.
Yeah.
Like with the school, because obviously COVID's happening.
Is it?
I know. What?
That's
That's the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tight in here. There's no room. Yeah.
There we go. Still here.
Let me try it. I can't. Why can't I do an elephant impression?
The thing is, you can't, like, as I just did, and you just did, it's impossible to do an elephant impression without raising up the arm as well. Even though we're doing a podcast, no one can see.
I know.
I can't make that noise without doing the trunk.
Is that good?
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's a loud
It wasn't
elephant.
good.
No.
But it wasn't bad. That's probably
Anyway.
your best review.
So, it's my only review, mate. That's it. It's not great, but it's
all right.
It's all right. So we're getting loads of letters, aren't we, at home? Like about hand washing.
Oh, from the school.
From the school.
Oh, endless.
Wearing the right kind of shoes if they got a rain mac. Now,
They're trying to do the right thing.
They are.
It is a confusing, it's a bewildering array of instructions.
Now, I feel myself, I'm not a competent parent, but I'm not incompetent. I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Right? And I just think I do know, like, to put lotion on my daughter's dry hands. I know that. It's something that I've kind of...
Oh, we've had a letter about lotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take hand lotions into school.
Okay.
Fine.
Right.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
But now, make sure you wear a raincoat when it's raining. Oh,
Yeah.
shh. Really? A raincoat when it's...
Well, hang on a minute. Hold the phone. When it's raining.
Only when it's raining.
I've only been sending Benji with a raincoat when it's been sunny.
I know.
That's
a faux
Wow.
pas you made.
Yeah.
I just think they need to... I'm not saying... I just think...
Yeah, but I'm so incompetent that, to be honest, I need those instructions.
You need those letters.
Yeah.
But then I forget to read the
I
letters.
did send it with peanut butter.
You did.
And it's only because I hadn't had a letter this week
saying don't
about
send it
don't
with
send
peanut
me
butter.
peanut butter. I mean, every
Oh.
other week, sure. But this week, it was lacking.
See,
and I failed.
you are the reason we get those letters.
I
It's all down to you and
Because
you.
of Rebecca Elliott's incompetence.
So this week we're doing blame, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I am to blame for the peanut butter thing.
You are to blame for the peanut butter. And blame is something I like, mate.
Can I put the blame on the kids so we're going to die from it? No?
No, well, this is the thing.
I know.
Is blame like a tree? Like, you know, like if a tree falls in the woods, bear with me. I was thinking about this last night. If a tree falls in the woods, no one sees it.
Yeah.
Does the tree fall? Does it make a noise?
Yeah.
Does it? So if you blame someone but they don't feel it, it's the blame wheel.
I mean,
you're the one who did a philosophy degree, but look at that.
I did, but nothing prepared me for that statement, to be honest.
I know.
So if you feel the blame against someone, but they don't know it, well, this is the point with blame. It eats away at you, though. So it does count. Because it's a way of like deflecting anger at yourself or guilt or shame or whatever it is.
Yes.
Case in point, this morning,
Oh.
took Frida for a walk.
Yes.
Frida's my dog, not just a friend. Took Frida for a walk, right? Forgot my poop bags
Oh.
because of my incompetence.
Oh.
And I was, and you're kind of winging it, going, please don't poo, please don't poo. Of course she does a big poo,
Oh.
right? And I've seen other dog walkers, okay, particularly prior to having it. I've only had a dog for a year, okay? And I've seen other dog walkers, the dog will do a poo on the path, and I am livid, apoplectic with rage and blame, filling me to my very soul, almost making a shitterson's arrest, if you will. But this morning, right, I'd forgotten the poop bags, okay, because I was busy and, reasons that I don't really have, because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten them, whatever. Nobody saw me as Frida pooped. But it just kind of made me think, we're very quick to blame others and think that they are the bad person. Very few people are actually bad through and through. Very few people. And there's probably reasons behind them not picking up the poo. And it's a way of deflecting our own insecurities or angers or whatever. I think just, we can't always have a poo bag. And that's my motto for the week.
Yeah.
Okay? You can't always have a poo bag.
You can't. I like that.
You can't blame others. You can't blame yourself. We can't always have a poo bag.
So because no one saw you, did you feel less to blame?
I did. And because it wasn't directly on the path. So then we start justifying it. Then I walk around the corner, massive dog poo in the middle of the path. So I'm now blaming
Judging
them.
that person.
At least I wasn't as bad as them.
Blaming
And
them.
blame's a lot about that, isn't it? At least I was not as bad as them. Because look at them. They're responsible for all of this. I mean, I did that,
Absolutely.
sure. But look at that person.
Absolutely. And this is what's interesting about blame. Like the levels you place it on. Well, that's... And I put a thing on the Facebook page about the presidential debates. Couldn't sleep, watch presidential debates.
Yeah.
You've watched them since, I know.
Yeah.
And that
Awful.
was so much about blame.
It was. Nothing positive said, just let's blame the other side.
And because blame is such then just the only thing we're thinking about, you can't even get to the real issues. So if you're living, because I blame, like I asked Darren last night, am I good at taking blame? And he went, hell no. Literally.
Hell no.
No, I'm not. And I think on some levels, after the effect, I said, after the effect, I'm a better. He said, oh yeah, after the effect, you're really, after an argument, I go, you know what, I really messed up. I'm really sorry. That was my fault.
Yeah.
And I do it with my kids. But in the moment...
Yeah, I'm like that. I've calmed down. I can say a good apology.
Yeah.
But at the time, no.
I'm not wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
And I like to make the other person wrong to make myself feel better. What's that about?
I know.
And really...
It's natural though, isn't it?
It is a natural thing.
You want to shrug it off.
But it is something that I don't... Because like you say, really the only person you're hurting yourself is yourself.
Yeah.
And yet, like the Trumps, the people like that can't kind of see that in this. Like, really... You're looking like an idiot now.
Exactly. And that goes back to the polarisation we were talking about last week, Kirst, with social media. The polarisation that each side, particularly with politics, but everything, are getting further apart from each other and just blaming.
Yeah.
And just going. But actually, for the most part, people don't intend to do things wrong. People do things wrong because we're fallible. But blame indicates that there was intent behind it. Blame indicates that person was doing that thing on purpose. Rather than by accident, because we're humans and we're going to make mistakes.
Right. So it's, that's an interesting one. Because I think when someone does something to me, they've definitely done it on purpose.
Exactly. But they probably haven't.
No.
Of course they haven't.
No.
I forgot my poo bag. Did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I did do it.
I'm going to say it to Darren all the time. I just forgot my poo bags, mate. That's all I've done. But I think, talking about social media, I've got an answer for that. I've literally found the answer.
Listen up, people. It's coming. This is going to blow your tiny mind.
So... what we've got to do is create digital intelligence.
Digital intelligence? Well, is that the point? Artificial intelligence is already...
No.
Oh, we've got to develop it in ourselves. Okay,
so
fine.
in Finland, they're doing these programs that they're having digital intelligent classes.
There are a lot of people in the world who don't believe Finland exists. Do you know that?
Well, I did tell you that my husband thought Finland was next to Australia.
We should say Darren is otherwise intelligent guy, but he is American.
He is American. Geography is not his strong point.
You constantly have to make apologies for him being American.
And for having a really big beard as well. I feel like sometimes I really
apologise for that.
Sometimes I think like his mother really would like him not to have a beard.
Really?
Oh, she's all like.
He looks. I've seen pictures of Darren without a beard. It does not look good.
No, because I have like a chin hair coming out here, and I've there's two really big ones. People. Oh, I've got two massive chin hairs, mate. And they're really, really long and curly.
Oh.
Two massive ones.
Pull them out. Come on.
Well, this is what Darren keeps trying to do. And I'm like, look, you have a whole face of hair.
Yeah. Oh, and that's okay. But
and
it's not okay for you to have
but
two
I can't
straggly...
have two chin hairs.
No,
give me those chin hairs, fella. Give me them.
Okay. So your chin hairs are sort of a feminist protest, if you will.
And sometimes I'm standing in the kitchen or just minding my own business, watching a show, and I'll just see a glint of silver, and he'll have the tweezers right.
Oh, he just comes and yanks them out, does he?
Tries to. I won't let him. It's like I'm protecting these with the
digital intelligence. Where were you going with that?
Finland. So in Finland, they've got these whole programs where kids are having classes in school to look at what fake news is and what does it mean and why are people using it.
Yeah. And
they're honestly, in the way they're voting and their mental health and different things, have literally, because they're having these classes, the effect is quite phenomenal. Okay. Now, we do little bits of that in the UK, but not in the same way. The way they're voting is different as well. It's really fascinating because this guy he started from the standpoint we can't blame, because he believes, this guy he's a journalist and he's done lots of research, and he believes that the reason we're in this position where we have quite white, male, quite conservative leaders everywhere in the world, like Brazil, Russia, America, England, is because the oligarchs, the richer people in the world, have got to play away through media, through social media, through different things to get the poor to vote for the rich. And it's quite fascinating. It makes you thinking about different ways of being online. What does that mean? And I think it'd be really good for us to get our kids really, really savvy and aware in more school sort of settings. Thinking about what are they reading? What's the truth in this? Where does this article come from? Yeah. How do I feel about it? Why am I being told these things? And I think we don't really talk about those things.
No, we don't. And we tend to sort of nail our colours to the mast. So we're either, with Labour or Conservative.
We're left or right,
left or right or whatever, without actually listening to the other side.
Yeah, but I think it's more than just listening. I think it's really thinking why am I being told this message? It's quite interesting. It's like, I'm going to have a sip of water because I really made a good point and I feel like I need to quench my throat because I've actually surprised myself.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's important.
It doesn't take
that
much.
you've impressed yourself.
As I did say to you, because my son's got a girlfriend who's lovely. She's a lovely girl. Lovely girl. Really like her. But all she's interested in is my son. Like,
Oh, well, that's teenage love.
I know, but she comes in the house and I'm just like, you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's Sid? Like,
Yeah. But can you tell the listener,
Mm-hmm.
what annoys you most about that? It's not that she's mostly interested in Sid.
Mm-hmm.
It's that she's not interested in you.
Mm.
Because the Kirst, everyone's main interest
is me.
should be you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it very strange when people aren't interested in me.
Yeah.
You're listening to Don't Laugh But. So sit back, relax, and let Kirsty and Rebecca sanitize your thoughts with their infectious twatterings.
Do you blame yourself? I mean, I think we've already covered that, haven't we? No. This was a question that you posed to me, which I thought was interesting. Is it important to blame yourself to keep yourself in check?
Good. That was a regular question I put to you.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd fire it back.
Okay.
So I don't have to answer it. No, I've got some thoughts.
Yeah, I think I blame myself too much, definitely.
Okay.
I feel fully responsible for everything that's going on in the world, fully responsible for everything that's in my house, fully responsible for my kids' happiness, to their dietary requirements, to my husband's happiness, to everything.
Yeah.
But equally at the same time, just focus on myself. So there's lots of things that I blame myself for too much, and I think that every human does it to certain degrees at different times in their lives.
Well, this is where the Brené Brown, who's brilliant talker, comes in with the...
Which we're going to be discussing more in detail in the future, aren't we?
Are we? I don't know.
Yes.
You're the boss of this show now, so I just do what I'm told.
And hasn't it got better since that's happened?
Maybe.
We're 2 shows in, it could go by.
But her argument is that we should have vulnerability and not shame or blame. So blame is actually never really useful. It's the same as guilt, isn't it? So blaming yourself is the same as feeling guilt, which we have talked about before, and it's never.
Yeah, but I would argue that
useful.
blaming yourself is allowing yourself to be vulnerable in that blame. Like, and going, you know what, I did mess up.
But blame's just going to eat up at you rather than being vulnerable and go like, yeah. There's a difference, isn't there, between going like, I messed up, I need to sort this out, or I need to apologise, or whatever, and just.
It's a tricky one. It is a really interesting one because I think there's a difference between I did wrong and I am wrong. You know, like
exactly. Thank you.
And that's the difference, and I think that
you're putting everything better than me this week. It's really annoying. Damn it.
I hate it.
Yeah. Well, you're not asking any of the questions that you told me you were going to ask.
Well,
so
I'll ask them for you, mate. I hear.
Well, you said, have you ever been blamed for something you did not do?
Have you?
I have.
What
right,
was
and I'm
that?
still bitter about it, Kirst. I think it's affected
I've
most
got
of
one
my
of
life.
those. Yeah, what, mate? Yeah.
I was 5 years old.
Oh, she's going back.
Oh, I'm
in
going
the
back.
Day.
We're delving into Rebecca Elliott's psyche here. I was 5 years old at school.
Yeah.
Yep. And there was a girl sitting at the desk in front of me. Okay. I leant over. You're not even listening.
No, sorry, I'm looking at my question.
Oh, for the love of...
You were just doing that to me. I'm just saying that you were reading your
I'm
questions.
always listening. You switched off.
Eyes were down.
There was a girl...
Your eyes were down.
in a cardigan.
Eyes. Yeah.
For some reason, the cardigan annoyed me. I got a pair of scissors to it and I cut some of the cardigan. Okay? I did do that. I hold my hands up to that. Okay?
Hang on.
That was me.
Hang on. Tell
Just
me.
a little tiny bit of a cardigan was hanging on the back of a chair.
You liked the cardigan.
No, I didn't like it.
You did.
I didn't like it. Okay?
You didn't like the
So I just
cardigan.
thought I'm just going to cut it a bit. Okay? I mean, that's fair. But, and obviously I got into a lot of trouble for that. A lot of trouble. And her mum started shouting at my mum about it. I mean, it kicked off for a time, Kirst.
Yeah.
You can understand.
Yeah.
The following week, right? At said school, a computer cable, and obviously we're going back, it's the only computer they had. The computer cable was cut. And basically I was framed.
Oh, because of your
so
past.
who did they blame? Scissors Girl.
Oh, because
I was
of
now
your
Scissors Girl.
Ah, form. You had scissor
Right,
form. Scissor form, mate.
Because of my stabby past. So they hauled me in, right? Questioned me, got my mum in, and I didn't do it. Kirst.
Did you get in trouble? I mean,
I did get in trouble. I think at the end
was
they
it
couldn't
ever
prove
resolved?
it. They couldn't prove it, you know. But Scissors Girl, probably. I didn't do it.
God, I was going to bring up a serious point, but now I feel
That was a serious point. I don't think I've ever been more serious. I am frankly livid.
yeah.
I've just remembered. I'm pretty sure the girl whose cardigan I cut. Yes, she was called Kirsty. Yes, she was.
Look how that's come
Maybe that's
serendipitously
why
back to
I
you.
made friends with you to try and make it up.
Just be kind to Kirsty.
I've never cut one of your cardigans.
You don't like a cardigan, though.
I do not like a
You really
cardigan.
don't like a cardigan. Maybe that's why.
It's a jumper with a gap in the middle. With a gaping gap.
I don't quite like
It's
it.
never flattering.
There's a car.
Ever.
Oh, I don't know. There's a car.
Oh, I do know. No, it's not.
Oh!
It's just a big sack with a split up the middle. Is what you've been called.
I'm taking umbrage with that, mate. I like a cardigan. I'm going to get you a cardigan.
I know I'm on my own. I'm on my own with most of my opinions.
I'm going to wear a
I don't
cardigan.
mean
and
anything.
you're
I'm
just
not
gonna
blaming cardigan wearers for most of the ills of the world, am I saying?
One of my situations, I was a kid and I was blamed for something that I did do. I was mean to Sarah in primary school. I was about 5 about her shiny shoes.
Oh.
It made her cry so much that she went home and told her mum. Her mum came storming down to my house.
Well, how could you make someone cry? I mean, what did you say about the shiny shoes?
They were painting and I didn't like them.
Yeah, but why'd they make someone cry? I mean, you must have really laid into her.
I did.
Wow.
I mean, I think I might have put her shoes on top of the dryer in the toilets.
Dear.
I don't like your shoes.
Yeah, you can't have them.
That's where they belong. Anyway,
I think we've established that we were both absolutely arseholes when we were 5.
my mum made me walk up to her house with my mum, knock on the door. I had to apologise to her mum and then to Sarah and then to them both together.
And then to the shoes?
No, the shoes they got scot-free. But I think I might have taken one of the shoes home and then had to bring the shoes.
Just one.
I don't know. And you know what I have been blamed for? I've been blamed for, takes me on to the point which I want to discuss this book that I'm reading called Women Don't Owe You Pretty. It's a really...
Women don't what?
Women don't owe you pretty.
Owe you pretty, okay.
Women don't...
Sometimes your words just meld into the others, don't they?
Owe you pretty.
Yes.
They don't because they don't, Rebecca Elliott. They don't owe anyone.
No,
not at all. I mean, mine is a gift to the world, but generally...
So what's the main tenet of the book?
Well, that.
Well, yeah, okay, but I didn't come into this thinking that women did owe me pretty. So explain.
Oh, well, I think what I'm going to discuss... I think we're going to do a whole thing on this book. We're going to do a whole podcast
Well, why
on it.
bring it up now then? I mean, you brought it up.
The point I'm bringing up is because what she talks about is how we all have internal misogynistic tendencies as women.
Misogynistic
tendencies. I was going to say misogyny tendencies, and then that didn't...
No.
Anyway, I couldn't... It all went wrong.
I know.
That is what we have. And it's really...
So even women have that.
Even women have
absolutely.
it. We have it, and we have it quite often. How we say the other girls, we sort of say we're not like the other girls. Like the other girls might be the girls who like makeup.
Okay.
The other girls might be the ones who,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like really we're all in this together. And I love
it sort
her.
of comes into the blame thing.
Yeah, it really does. I like her perspective on that. Like, and she's a very young, beautiful, typical beautiful woman, and I love that she's that saying it.
Yeah.
Like I love the one. Who do we love off the show?
Jamila.
Yeah.
Jamal.
I love her too because I think that a beautiful woman's perspective on prettiness is very different.
Yeah.
And how I really want to talk about it in detail because I just think something about blaming other women is because we're so caught up in this male gaze, this male patriarchy business going on. I just think it's fascinating.
I think it is fascinating. We have talked about it before, but yeah, it's important to
I think
know.
there's more to discuss on it, mate.
The beauty of feminism is that we can look like whatever the hell we want.
Exactly. And
Be it like big boob, get your bum out, look absolutely gorgeous, have Botox.
Yeah.
Or like super masculine, wear, men's suits.
Exactly.
Hello. And anything and everything in between. And it's all fine. But yes, we do get into the sort of blaming like, well, if it wasn't for the Kardashians doing that.
Yeah. Or whatever that
put
is.
us back a couple of decades.
Whatever it is.
And I'm guilty of that sometimes. And
I think we all are.
Balls.
I think we all are, but I think it's okay to be guilty of it as long as we don't forget to question. And she really argues, which I just love, that this is such a politicised issue. And if you don't think it's a politicised issue, she's not interested in talking to you.
Okay.
Which takes us to the Brené Brown thing nicely about if you're not in the arena, don't criticise. The famous speech from the president that's Roosevelt. No, Teddy. Yes, Teddy. And it just I'm rambling, but it really is.
I know, I'm just letting you go with it.
How we
Just presuming at some point it will just sort of roll to a steady end.
It's going to end now. It's going to end. How we just blame everyone else. All blame and judgment are quite similar, aren't they? They're quite similar.
Oh, definitely. Cousins.
I want to say brothers. I want to say they're
close.
close.
Who kiss? So wrong, but it feels good. Really? No, but I'm going to throw in the Bible at this point, Kirst.
Oh,
no, but it's the classic quote: "Let he who
cast no
without
stone.
sin cast the first stone."
Oh.
The point being that.
I knew there was a stone being thrown on.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
stone.
don't talk over the Bible quote. You know, we're going to do a short worship session in a minute. It's going to be beautiful. No, but that, you know, none of us are without blame, and yet we're very keen to throw it around, smatter it across the face of other people. That's gone down a strange road. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. I think, God, how long have we been talking for, mate?
I don't know, but I wanted.
Oh, so much more to say.
No, we've got ages.
Have
It's all right.
we? Have we?
You think you've said a lot, you really haven't. Lots of words have come out your mouth, but I don't think much has been said.
I know.
Every single week with both of us.
Oh.
One of your other good questions, because
I had loads of them.
who do you blame the most on a day-to-day basis? Can I kick off?
Yes, please do.
I blame my kids.
Oh, always. For
Which is-
everything.
Case in point, I wrote some notes here which I typed up, and I no, bear with. So I was going to say that I spilled the Rice Krispies all over the floor, which is it was exactly what happened. But Rice Krispies has come out Rice Crudpiss. That's by the by. Anyway, case in point, right when the kids had gone to school, spilled the Rice Krispies, dropped them, they went all over the floor. You know, and what did I say? Well, thanks a lot, Toby. I had dropped them. He wasn't even in the vicinity. But because he doesn't clear them up after he'd had breakfast, I just put the whole... I'm the one who was an idiot who dropped them.
Yeah.
And arguably, I'm the idiot who hasn't trained my kids to put it away. So we do wrong, and we just... but I blame the kids.
Oh, my husband's walked down the stairs, right? Tripped over his jeans and goes, oh, for God's sake, Kirsty.
Exactly.
We all want to be angry with some people who are like I really do want to blame Darren a lot. I blame my husband a lot for things that really...
I blame Darren. Quite a lot.
Blame is a beautiful... I think we've covered it.
Blame is a beautiful thing. Blame's not a beautiful
Hang
thing.
on, blame is a beautifully interesting thing.
Yeah.
It is interesting as to why it's so important in our human psyche.
Also, to blame someone else, does that kind of give away your power to sort it
It
out?
absolutely, it creates a victim mentality. And blame's historically, when I was researching blame, that honestly, it goes back to the Greek gods. Like, it goes back so historically. Like, blame has been part of our consciousness since we've been around. So I think that it absolutely creates a victim mentality. If you say, well, it's not my fault. And what do we say to our kids all the time? Just be accountable. Be accountable.
That's the thing,
for
accountability. That's the word I've been searching for. You are on it today. Accountability is very, very different.
Yeah.
Like the whole, if I can, Clemmy born with obviously brain damage, and then we had a court case that went on for 13 years. And finally... And basically, it was human error that gave her the brain damage at birth. And eventually, the case was won, although after she died, which was kind of sad. Anyway, and people are kind of said, do you not feel like massive anger towards, you know, the midwives and the doctors that ballsed up kind of thing? So are you not feeling blame? I honestly never have. No. I've felt angry that the case wasn't sorted out, because when she was alive, she would have got loads of money, and that obviously... that it all got dragged out. So I felt there was a kind of bitterness or anger there. But the actual, when it happened, that day that it happened, I don't feel blame. I think it's human fallibility. And that's everyone has human fallibility. It's not like anyone set out to give her brain damage. But on the other hand, there has to be accountability. And the reason the NHS has lots of money is so that if a child has massive brain damage that was caused at birth, then there will be, you know, financial compensation so that the child can have wheelchairs and carers.
Exactly.
Blah, 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 blah. Right. So there had to be, and also for me to have closure on it, there had to be someone going, yeah, do you know what? We buggered up, and that's been proven, which eventually happened. And then I don't feel blame. Does that make sense?
It absolutely
I
does.
rambled there. Sorry.
No, interestingly, I think for me, and I wonder if this is human nature, for me, I find blame easier not to have on the big stuff. And my dad died suddenly, obviously, as well, but there probably were signs that he had this,
right,
and they were missed,
right,
and my mum probably could have pursued stuff, but didn't for very similar reasons, probably as to why you did, so I think that I love what I've been watching lots of recently is, like when people give victim statements or impact statements from the family of people who've been murdered, and they utterly forgive that person.
Absolutely.
Because
holding on to blame is just going to eat away at you.
Just going to eat at you. And
accountability, justice, absolutely.
Yeah, and but even they just wish the best for that person.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Come
to that
to
point.
Me, it literally makes me go, that's what humanity. I want that. I want to emulate that in my life. Like I've had situations where, talk about blame, a situation where I had a friend who had a boyfriend who didn't like me because he's very controlling, manipulative, not very nice fellow actually. But I was blamed because I was a loud one. I was blamed because, don't be her friend. And my friend, a good friend of 15 years, stopped being my friend because it became too hard to be my friend and be his partner. And so I said, look, you go be his partner, be his partner. It's fine. But I think that it is hard when you feel blamed for something that you literally had no role in. You had no, and her friends and her family think it probably was that I dumped her, but she essentially dumped me. But as a friend. But I just think you have to let go, because I just wished nothing but joy for her, nothing but love for her, nothing but love for her partner. Because if you hold on to those things, and there are moments where I still go, oh, that was unfair, and I want them to know. Yeah. But I think that nothing really, really, really matters. And I think we will get to a space one day where murders and stuff and things like that won't happen, because we're seeing people as whole. I think there's a much more bigger conversation than we have time for now.
On a crazy tangent.
Yeah, I know. I like my
you've said really good stuff, and then you go off a little bit too crazy.
I know. Well, it's a full moon today, so it's coconut day.
Yeah, now you need to explain that. What do you do when there's a full moon, Kirsty?
I break a coconut, mate. That's what I do. Break a coconut and it solves.
I think this was one of the first tests
of our friendship.
When we were staying in London, and I didn't know about some of your craziness. I certainly didn't know about the coconut thing, I don't think.
And we went to the Thames.
We had to go out and break a coconut at midnight, or was it just?
It was a full moon. It was just
obviously it was a full moon.
Yeah, it was.
But I remember it being quite late.
It was late. It was late. We made sure we did it. Yeah,
onto the little beach at the Thames.
Yeah,
and I think I respectfully just held my tongue. I went, yeah, this is normal. This is fine. She's smashing a coconut by the Thames because it's a full moon.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a coconut. It can be like.
I'm accepting. I don't blame you for your weirdness.
I know.
I accept it.
But it will be broken tonight. And I just think, we can talk about that more another time.
I don't think you should. Can I do my crevice of curiosity? Are we done with blame? Because it's all been quite heavy, isn't it? Last week we were all giggly, and I'm a bit worried this will be a bit serious.
I think we giggled though.
I don't think we have the intelligence to actually pull off the seriousness.
No. Well, let's just
No.
I was going to say, I think just cut loads of this stuff, mate.
No, I'm not going to.
You just,
why? Why did you lean into the mic? The rest of the time, you forget where the microphone is, but when you're belching...
Well, the trouble is, you see,
you think people want to hear that.
I don't. No, they creep up on me. What's happening is
that's age thing. You get the blokes talking and then they go, oh, excuse me. Like, you don't know it's cooking. You not feel it rising up.
No, I'm taking peppermint oil. Because I get trapped wind. So as I lean forward, the peppermint oil,
sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
The peppermint oil did its job. Came out.
The
relief of farting and burping these days for me is
not. You can't do it in front of other people.
I didn't. Oh, I did then. Yeah, but burping is just like it just.
No,
happens.
It's farting through the face. We've been through this. It is much dirtier than farting. There's an integrity to a fart. Don't get me started on that.
Come on, hang on. Do your jingle.
I can't remember what it was. It was Rebecca Elliott's Crevice of Curiosity.
Yes, it was.
Okay. So my first, this very tiny thing. You know the band The Real Thing, who sung You To Me Up?
Ain't
You To
nothing
Me-
but the...
no. Listen to what I'm saying,
Okay.
because that's a song. Actually listen.
You
'cause
to
you were
me
looking at
are
your phone.
You
Yeah.
to me
Thank
are
you.
everything.
The band's called
sweetest
The Real
song
Thing.
that-
You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Do you know where they're from? They're from the UK.
Oh.
From Liverpool. I thought they were from Detroit or something.
Oh.
Soul band, you know.
Isn't there like a whole kind of soul, like
There was a soul scene there, but still.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, that was a tiny thing, but I thought that was mildly interesting. I mean, a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 3.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pick it up now.
Oh.
Oh, you wait.
Watch
No.
out.
Mosquitoes.
Oh.
Only female mosquitoes bite. Male mosquitoes don't. They don't feed on blood, right? So only female mosquitoes bite because
They feed their young.
they're carrying all the eggs, right? And the blokes just like have nectar from flowers. So do you think that he has, you know, the guy mosquito has like zero understanding for her needs? Because you know what it's like when you're pregnant, you have cravings.
Yeah. He's just going getting there. He's just going now.
Yeah, so she's just like, Barry, you don't know what it's like. Find me a human now. And he's like, oh, Debs, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, because for a moment it sounded like you forgot I'm carrying your 200 babies. All right? So it's the female mosquito that gets the cravings for the blood
I love that.
because they've got 200 babies inside them.
I love that. So
Maybe that, you know, next time a mosquito bites you, it'll be a little bit more.
You are
she's
pregnant.
just feeding her babies, you know?
that's a really good crevice of curiosity.
Whilst a useless husband just swans about licking flowers.
I mean, that really is, and that is a really good metaphor for relationships.
Isn't it?
Right there.
Yeah. Carrying 200 babies, trying to find a human to
While
feed
you're
on.
licking a flower.
It's just-
Well done, mate. That's a really good one. I went and fed my mum's in Butlins. I went and fed her fish. Well, they were my sister's fish. They'd been left at my mum's, so they're now my mum's fish.
And hang on, you do know your stomach's flopped out your t-shirt, right?
It's
I
cold.
thought you were wearing a crop top. You're cold, so why are you exposing more flesh?
Because I was rubbing my said stomach.
Don't rub your stomach.
I'm rubbing it to warm it up.
It's like you have no
cold.
awareness that you're with other humans. Just farting, burping, getting your stomach out.
It's a beautiful stomach, though.
Oh, sorry.
It's ever so cold. When I was walking my niece the other day, she kept going, like she just went, my eyes are cold. I said, how are they?
You have cold eyes.
Yeah,
Wow.
my
I
eyes are
didn't know they had
cold.
cold eyes.
She had cold eyes and itchy bum. That was, I mean, those were her main complaints.
Okay. It is awkward when you get an itchy bum and you're walking down the street.
What do you
and
do?
You've really got to go for it.
Oh, see, we call it, or IRS, me and Darren, if you've got itchy rectum syndrome. Like, you can't. It's like,
Nasty case of IRS.
oh, we do.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we do. And like, it is the worst. You
You
check.
can see someone walking in front of you who has got that, and they're trying. They are doing the walk. They're trying not to scratch.
Why don't
but
we
they're
just
doing,
give
they're doing
permission?
a lot of that, a lot of wiggling.
Let's just give people permission. If
People,
your bum
you
itches,
want to scratch your bum hole whilst walking down the street,
you have our permission.
yeah, but obviously wash your hands with. Some,
Well, we need to be doing that anyway.
exactly.
You know,
We're all doing that anyway, so we should be able to scratch our bum more, if anything.
definitely. I mean, that's
Because
what COVID
the
has given
cleanliness-
us.
The COVID has given us
We can now itch our
the
bums in
freedom
public,
for arse scratching.
and then just go to a public toilet and wash those hands. I think we need to. I think we need to give people more permission to do things that are really socially awkward.
Do you think?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Butlins. Tell me your Butlins.
Oh,
story.
they're in Butlins. So I fed the fish, and then I fed my sister's fish, and they have an iguanas as well.
We've got iguanas.
They've got iguanas.
Oh, this could be the
no,
false...
they haven't. They've got geckos.
Geckos.
Some kind of lizard.
Are you going to tell me the false fact that you told me this week again?
Can't pick them up, mate.
You can't pick up a gecko.
No.
Why, Kirsty?
Because their tails fall off.
No, they don't.
They do.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't even looked it up.
It's the most dullest pet to have. I said, I'm like to my sister's boyfriend, like, literally, I went and fed them, put some worms in there, put some worms in the tub. They feed them like crickets and things as well.
Yeah.
And they just do nothing. They just look at you and then they run away because they're scared of you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's like living with my husband.
I was just about to make that joke.
No, it's just...
Their
It's
tails, surely to goodness,
They shed
don't
'em.
fall
They
off.
are
They can't shed
They
a
shed a
tail.
tail.
It is part of their body. It's
Oh,
like-
do you know what I saw the other day?
I would believe it more if a cat did that, because that's a separate thing, the tail.
What?
Yeah, I would believe it more if you told me
Oh,
that cats
you
could lose their
confused me.
tail if they get scared.
What do you mean it's a separate thing?
Because you see a cat's tail. I'm not saying it's separate, like it's not joined, you
Right.
idiot. I'm just saying a cat's tail is very much the body of the cat and then the tail coming off the end, right?
Yeah.
Whereas a lizard is just all body, then it just goes in. Like the body doesn't stop and then it has a little waggly tail, does
I'm
it?
telling you, when I was in Florida, I saw many a tail come off a lizard.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come back to this next week.
I mean, I didn't, but I feel like I've really
you
pushed that
see?
point home. But that was a fact. It's a fact. FACT.
Okay, thank you for spelling it, because that really hammered it
So
home.
also, I saw a spider shed its skin on Facebook. You know, we say it's not great for many things, but I would never have seen that had it not been for Facebook.
Why would you want to see it? B, do spiders do that? You sure you're not thinking of a snake?
Spiders shed their skin.
Do they? Why? What's that face you just did? That's the most patronising face I've ever seen. Spiders shed their skin. You freaking idiot.
I think everyone knows, like a tarantula.
Say it again.
Tarantula.
No, tarantula.
Tarantula.
You can't be patronising and then completely cock up a word.
Tarantula. So I was trying to teach Lenny to spell the word bicycle
Okay.
yesterday.
Yes.
So I had this ingenious idea of saying.
I always get confused about the I and the Y.
Well, I said
I have to
say
think
it like
about it.
I can't remember how I said. I recorded myself to remind myself how thick I am. Listen. Big Wycle.
Big Quackle.
I said to her.
That's how she's supposed to think of it.
I just said to her, think of it like Big Wycle. Oh, and then I said, it's easy. Big Wycle. Big Wycle.
That's even confused me. I know how to spell it. Surely just go bicycle. It's like a cycle that's
Yeah, but cycle's quite
interested in.
It's like,
It can go either way.
bicycle. But a cycle's the hard part of the buy. That's the trouble, you see.
Yeah.
Big Wycle.
Yeah, Big Quackle. Okay.
BIBYCLE. Big Wycle.
Okay.
So you can see why I'm not a teacher.
Yes,
it's
I
all
can.
I'm saying.
Yes, I can.
So yeah, her spellings. Oh, they had all Y's in Egypt. Jim.
But the thing is, with
Rhythm.
with a spelling test like that, right? If you know they've
Python
all,
as well.
If you know they've all got Y's in,
Yeah.
then as long as you got the first one right,
Yeah.
you're fine.
No, because the Y's are in
don't
different
work
places.
like that. They should mix them up.
Well, I tell you, I mean, I've been learning adverbials. The teachers now running out of stuff to teach in English. They're adding things to do. An adverbial.
What's that? Not
Exactly.
an adverb.
No, it's an
adverbial.
adverbial. So it can be like, it's a few words put together at the end of a sentence. Like, Kirsty is eating, that's the verb, grapes because she loves them, right?
Yeah.
I don't love grapes, by the way. She said chocolate.
You should have said chocolate. I mean, the whole thing's a lie.
I actually should have said chips because they're potatoes.
Skip to the end.
So that because she loves them, I think is the adverbial. Yeah.
You see, I write books for a living, Kirsty. They're not good books, but they are books. And I don't know any of this nonsense.
No, I know all modal verbs, not modal verbs, modal verbs.
I think you mean modal.
Mo-
It's not like a woman who's called Modal.
oh,
Modal.
modal.
Modal is not. No.
Well, I was saying, why is it not model?
It's not. It's modal.
Modal.
I don't know what it means.
Well,
though.
exactly. And
Nobody does. Nobody needs to. I blame Go. Talk about blame. Anyway, I think we've got off on quite a few
But do you know what?
not even enjoyable tangents, I'm going to say. Can I just... We've done my awkward corners and
Yeah.
everything. But it was a tiny thing.
Yeah.
But I still find it a little bit... Not awkward. It's going to be unnerving corner. The last week you came in here with your big handbag. And there was a bottle of soy sauce in your handbag, and you don't know why it was there, who put it there,
No.
or how long it had been
No.
there.
These are
And
my...
I feel that we didn't talk about that
No.
enough, really, because that is quite weird.
I know.
It's the actions of a lady who's got some issues.
Well, I'm thinking I do have... Because
Did you put it in there?
do you know, this week, right? I mean, this, like, I do worry. I think I've got PTSD.
Yeah.
You know, from having a son who was in a coma. I mean, how rude.
I know.
And I think I've got the
I blame Sid.
I think I've got the PTSD.
Mm.
The PTSDs.
Yeah. I'm saying it like it's fun.
I'm making
Got
it
a
fun.
lovely case of the PTSDs.
I'm making it fun, mate. I'm bringing it back. I'm putting the pleasure back in PTSD. See what I did there?
Yeah.
And
no, not really.
I forgot. This is what I forgot. So I went to the bank a week early.
Yeah. Oh.
Went to the cinema a day late.
Oh.
Totally forgot my son's psychiatric appointment and was half an hour too late to his physio.
Oh.
I mean,
Curse.
it's embarrassing.
But again, you see, are you blaming the PTSD? Whereas actually it's just because you're a bit of a numpty. Is that a possibility? I'm just posit that as just a possibility.
You're posing it.
I'm
You're
going
to depositing
posit
it.
that. No, I'm positing it.
What does that mean?
It just means I'm putting it. Come on.
Like I'm positing it.
Yeah.
Can I say anyone who uses the word thus
Yeah.
is a twat? From now on.
Well, and thus I am a twat because occasionally I
You
use it.
do use it. And my husband used it
So
the other
basically
day.
that was your roundabout way of telling me I'm a twat.
Yes, because you use the word thus. And thus we're going to go do this. Darren used it. He's freaking American. I said, you're not English enough to use the
He's been
word.
hanging out with me, mate.
It really is. You know, so anyway, there we go. So I that's my awkwardness.
Yeah.
That's my...
No, that's
It's worrying.
tough all
It's
over.
embarrassing when you're always... I'm always apologising to someone about being...
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been a late girl. It's embarrassing. That is enough. Now, I think I am a numpty with PTSD.
Our first date at the at Spread Eagle.
I was late for...
When we were both Spread Eagle.
I think I forgot.
You forgot. Yeah. So
Oh,
our
I
first little coffee out together, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I
A few
did
years ago.
I did a PTSD then.
Shall we wrap up this
Mate,
nonsense?
I've made up to you since.
Yeah, have
Oh
you?
my God, I add to your life. I had to... You know, I walk past someone in the street and they're thankful they've walked past me.
Are they?
Oh, though I have
You
realised
just feel it.
I know a few too many people.
You do know too many people.
Hmm.
Yeah, but not well. Just enough to say, hi!
You
Yeah.
are, yeah.
Oi, oi! From
Yeah.
across the road like an absolute idiot.
Oi,
Oi,
oi.
oi!
Is
It
a-
does that. Yeah, I mean, you can slag me off for thus, but I'm sorry. Anyone who shouts, oi, oi!
You could add Savaloy to it if you wanted to.
No, why would you?
Because it's funny.
Have some self-respect.
Oi, oi, Savaloy.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh.
Right, let's wrap it up. Wrap it up, Kirst. Come on.
I've wrapped, I'm done.
Well, normally you're the one who...
Well, I say blame, do it or don't.
Hey!
Hey!
We forgot about that.
I know, I thought
right,
that this week.
people, it's been lovely, hasn't it?
It's always a joy. It's always a pleasure. I mean, it really is my favourite time of the week.
Yeah, that's good for you.
I've got.
I wish I could say the same.
I wish I put. Imagine them.
What, who?
The people who have to listen to it.
They don't have to.
No, we should make it a rule.
It's not mandatory.
It's COVID. Come on.
Yeah.
It's unprecedented.
Thank you for anyone who's made it this far this week.
We're going to have to finish because I need
some
to
sort
fart.
of medal. Kirst, end on a fart. Go on.
You can't put that in there because...
Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. I now need to leave the building with some speed. Bye-bye. Love you, Kirst.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry.
I blame you.
Don't Laugh But can cause extreme laughter and condiments, though it's important to note that many episodes are asymptomatic.